Not a little while ago now, I was making a book tag, as a good booktuber does. Book tags being, there's a kind of a list of questions, often because I'm a booktuber, themed around books, which you answer of like, what's your favorite book with a blue cover, or what book made you question your existence, or something like that, some kind of a tag. And I was making this video, kind of tickling along. I made the video and then I went, who am I going to show this video to? Who is this video for? And that is when I came up with the question of, am I a booktuber? I have been participating in this community on YouTube of book enthusiasts for the last 4, 5 years. It's kind of really tailed off at the moment. And yeah, it's like, I'm not quite sure if I actually am a booktuber anymore. Perhaps I should start off by saying, yeah, what a booktuber is. Someone on YouTube who enjoys books. I mean, it's like, yes, you have an interest in books, you read books, you review books, you make videos about said books, you do tag videos like this one where you're sort of bouncing off of other people's ideas. You do hauls, you do unhauls. Probably a big thing about it is you actually watch other booktubers videos and you comment on those videos. Maybe you even do response videos on those videos. All that sort of thing. You do. There's other activities that are. Oh, sorry, my other phone has decided, with it's got all my notes on, has decided to make noises. You do read-alongs. You do. There's all sorts of different things. There's live streams that not necessarily you're hosting the live stream, but you watch other people's live streams and you're in the comment section with your fellow the comment section of a live stream where you're having real-time conversations with either the booktuber who's making the video or the various people in the thing. And it's one of these things of, you don't have to do all of these things to be a booktuber. In fact, I think very strong case to be made that people who are strictly people who are in the comment section, who watch booktubers videos and and do comments and things like that, there definitely are booktubers. There just happen to be booktubers who are not making they don't actually maybe have their own active channel that is making videos. They're the comment section, that kind of lifeblood thing for it. And so I look at myself and I think about, well, what am I doing? What have I been doing for the last good like 3 or 4 or 5 months now? And that has been, I still have a deep interest in books. I still read books. I still like to make videos about said books, discussing them in video forums, making these videos, crafting stuff like that. But that's all I do. That's where it stops. I think what a booktuber is somebody who participates in that community, that watching other people's videos, commenting on other people's videos, who, when they're doing tags, it's like, oh, they've seen someone else do the tag and they get their inspiration from that, and they watch other people's versions of the tags and they comment on that, and there's this thing. And that isn't me anymore, at least not at the moment. That is not me. I am a guy who loves books, who reads books, who likes to talk about books in videos, but I don't do any of that other stuff. And why not? I definitely have kind of like a unsocial side to me, where I will, there's a part of me that really craves kind of social interaction. But other times I find that oppressive. I get, there's just an amount of how much time you have to watch other people's videos. And to be honest, I watch other people's videos after 4 or 5 years, and it's like, I feel like I've kind of seen all of the different types of videos that people put out on this thing. And this is no comment on the quality and the really interesting videos that people can make, but it's not interesting to me. It's it feels like, oh, it's like, oh, it becomes like I have to watch other people's videos to be polite. And that's not really being polite, is not even for a Canadian, that is not how you want to regulate your life. You want to do it because you're enthusiastic, you enjoy it, and it's very much about that. I mean, there probably is a little bit of disillusionment of, you get to know a community and at first you're super sunny rosy colors about it, and then as it goes along it becomes reality, and this is a group of people and there's some really wonderful people in the community, there's other people that are less so, um and just how interesting are they. And this is talking coming from somebody who's always had a channel that was super low in its engagement of other people. Didn't find my videos interesting is what I'm saying, and I'm just saying that I'm also finding that is like kind of just a burned out. Even the people that I was really interested in, it's like I feel like I've seen I've seen enough videos from them. Um, so I'm not. It's a kind of it's this thing of like you get immersed in a community and it becomes alive. But I've taken enough steps back that I'm not immersed in it anymore, and I'm just sort of seeing it from the outside of like, okay, yeah, that's fine, but I'm not immersed in it. I'm not swimming in it anymore, and I don't feel any great desire to dive back in. Maybe I don't feel like I've got the energy. There's other interests that have come up that have kind of pushed me away from it. So, you know, I would say at this point, well, I shelved that tag. I never shared that tag, and because I wasn't interested in having the interaction that something like that actually should signal that you're interested in having. So I shelved that tag, and I'm not a booktuber at the moment. I'll put always you always put at the moment, because I'm still someone who was going to continue reading. I love creating these little video essays of me talking about books. Um, but I don't feel like I need to be in a community at the moment. Um, you know, and I don't know if there's a thing of like the nature of reading. Is the nature of reading, there's in one sense it is a very solitary act. It is you sitting in a room alone reading yourself. But there is another person in the room, and that's the author who wrote this book in hopes of communicating to you. And I obviously still have some of that impetus left in me of wanting to communicate what excites me about a book. Um, a part of it is wanting to communicate what excites me about a book. Another part of it is, by trying to communicate, it helps me get things clearer in my head, which is probably why I'm comfortable doing reviews and never releasing them. It's because it's more about the process of getting it clear in my head to be clear enough to say it, to articulate it. So I'm I've I'm not a booktuber, but I could be a booktuber in the future, I guess is what I'm saying. And I wanted to put that into a little video essay for myself, just to get it clear in my head. Not at the moment. Not at the moment. All right. I'll leave it there. More videos later.